What's up guys, welcome back to this week's video. So firstly, let's thank all the new subscribers for subscribing. Yes, we have finally hit 1000 subscribers, and I will touch a bit more about that at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that announcement. But yeah, today we will be focusing back on the sound system. I just want to do a bit of upgrades and also a few changes to the initial setup, so let's get straight into that. So as I said in the previous video, or the installation of the audio, I wasn't too happy with the sound. It was very average, so I actually went out and I wanted to get a ported or slotted box for the sub that the people recommended. It was actually a couple of different places. They all recommended I don't go for a slotted or ported box because it was an FVC, a single voice coil sub, so they recommend enclosed box for those subs for getting optimal performance. And there is, if I had to put it in a ported or slotted box, there was a high chance of the sub actually blowing. But I've done it before. I've actually put an SVC into a slotted box and it didn't end up blowing. But this isn't my sub, it's Josh's sub. He borrowed it to me and I promised him that I'd give it back to him when I do an upgrade to the sub. So if it was my sub, I would have done it, but it's not recommended. It's recommended for SVCs to be played in a enclosed box just for optimal performance, and then also the slotted box could possibly end up blowing it. So what they recommended was me putting either a new amp in or more RCA cables, because the deck that I've got, I'll show you in a minute, it actually has 3 outputs, one for the rear, one for the front, and a designated sub output. So I'm gonna upgrade, or add, should I say, add RCAs just for that, and then run it off individually, because it was playing the 6x9s and the sub basically on the same frequency. Because I've also got the old school amp, I've literally just got 2 dials on there for gain, so that's also why they recommend I might have to try a new amp, because it will just give me more options to tune it and adjust it accordingly. So as you can see, there is 3 different outputs here for RCA cables from the deck. I've got the rear output, the front, and then this is the designated sub output. So what I initially did, I was running one set of RCA cables from this, and then the amp was playing the sub and 6x9s off this exit. What I'm going to do now is add another set of RCAs I got over here, and then run the original one that I had from the rear, and then I'm going to add this one to this, and then I'm going to play this sub off its own channel, if that makes sense. This will be the before, the setup that I've had since I installed the system. Basically, I haven't touched anything yet, everything's still in place. The old sub, or the old amp, and the one RCA, so this will be the before. The mode's blaring a bit, so I think there's too much bass in the modes. Okay, so that's the before, and then I'll do a after with the new setup. And I'm gonna just strip this entire panel so I can start running the RCA cable through here. Everything is stripped over there. I've got it running through, and I got it running through the back as well, and all nice and neatly tucked away. And then yeah, into the boot, and now I can just fit it to this. So it was fit into splitters over here, as you can see, so I'm gonna have it run individually into these 2 channels, and there you go. As you can see, I got this one running through to the rear, the new RCA cables running through to the rear, and then I've got the designated black sub output running through to the amp as well. So it's 2 individual RCAs, and at the back here into the amp, you can see I got the 2 individual RCAs running in to the amp. This one is for the 6x9s, and then this one runs to the amp. As you can see, this is a very old school amp. It's literally just got these 2 gains over here to control the gains. It doesn't have all the different frequency and that adjustments, but that's also why they advise to get a newer amp as well. So that was literally just the RCA upgrade. putting another RCA in. I didn't do any other adjustments to either the amp or the deck, so that's all the same settings, everything, just with a different or an additional RCA. So let's see if there is any difference in sound. You know, this audio, or the audio that I've been getting off a lot of these videos, it's not the best, but let's hope. I've got an external mic here, so hopefully the sound is better. If not, I apologize, but yeah, this is just the RCAs that has been changed, or additional RCAs. Let's see if there's any difference that we can pick up. So to me it seems like it's basically still the same or similar. Obviously I didn't do any changes to the gains or any settings on the deck, but it sounds very similar. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to put in a different amp. Yes, I went out and got another amp. It's quite a bit more powerful than the amp we've got in, and newer as well, so it gives us a lot more stuff to adjust, like frequency and gain and whatever. I don't know all the technicals behind it, but it's going to give me a lot more options to tune or adjust the audio and gains and different levels and frequencies. So I'm going to put that in, and then we'll see if there is any difference that's noticeable. So we've got the old one removed, and this is the new baby over here. We've got the Ecstasy Audio 20,000 watt. It was on sale at Soundmatch. As you can see over here, it's got a lot more dials than what we've got in the one it's currently in there, and it's actually much more powerful as well. It is a 4-channel MOSFET powered amplifier. So let's unbox this. Got the manual, and then voila. So let's get this in, see if there's any difference. Well, there should be. Let's see how much of a difference there actually is. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, that is our new setup. So I've got, this is just the regular ground and that run from the previous amp. Then I've got the 2 RCAs plugged in over here. I've got the sub bridged on these 2 channels, and then I've got the 6x9s running off these 2 channels. So I'm going to close it now, and then we can do a little bit of a sound test, see if any difference, or see what the difference is. Okay, so I've had a listen to it. It sounds quite a lot different. I've messed around with adjustments, but I don't know if it's the best. I think I'll have to take it in for them to fine tune it and adjust it to get the best out of it, but it's definitely made a difference. The sub plays much better now, and yeah, I'll just give you a quick little test and let you hear how it sounds. There is a big difference compared to previously. Hopefully, you know, I always have issues with audio, so hopefully it picks up and gives you the proper audio. Yeah, let's listen to it. Let me just play the song. It's not the best song because obviously I can't play a normal song, so this is royalty free music, and it's not the best song, but let's just let you listen to the different one. is quite different. It's a bit more bass, you can feel it now, and I've got some rattling windows and mirrors, even though that's not what I wanted, but it just sounds more complete and gives a better sound, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So basically what I did, I upgraded the amp, and then I put in another set of RCAs, and that made all of a difference. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this week's video. There's a little bit more stuff coming up. We've got potentially a lift coming up on the way. We're trying to up things here at RPA as well, and then the motor, we have it 100,000. Wish one day we have it 1,000 subscribers, and I've did a poll on Instagram, and you guys decided, or you guys selected, that we do a surprise mod. So guys, stay tuned for that. It was between a giveaway and a surprise mod for the 1,000 subscribers, and the surprise mod won the poll on Instagram. So stay tuned for that. I've also got, I don't know if you've seen it in a couple of the clips behind me, we got Joshua, my sister's boyfriend. He bought him a Datsun, a bakkie that he's going to be working on and doing over. So comment down below if you'd like to see the progression on that build. It's a Datsun bakkie, and he's got some plans for that. It's a diamond in the rough, but yeah, there's a lot of potential, and we'll see how it turns out. This is the Datsun, the bakkie. It's got a lot of potential. Like I said, it's a diamond in the rough, but it will be a nice little project. So let me know if you guys would like to see a couple of videos of the progression of this build, and also an update on the FSI. FSI is up and running. We just removed the skins because the doors locks are not working. So yeah, a lot of people ask about Golf 5s, how it is to maintain, and I mean, it's extremely expensive. This door locks already alone cost like 3,000 or so each to replace, so that's why we removed the skins and we sent it away to have it repaired and not replaced. Oh, and last thing before I go, I just need to clear up something. Wade asked me to clear up something, Wade Roder. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I'm a lot with Wade Roder. He is not my panel beater. He said he's been receiving ongoing DMs about panel beating. I just want to clear that up. He is not the panel beater who sprayed the car. He's the guy who did it. His name is Wade as well, so I'll leave his details down below. So yeah, I just need to clear that up. He just asked me to clarify that there is two different Wades. So yeah, that's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching. Peace.